Welcome back, everybody. Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the U.S. 28% of us in Wisconsin are not getting the proper screening. Here to talk a little bit about a special event to increase awareness, Dr. Tim Ridolfi. He's a surgeon with Froedtert in the Medical College of Wisconsin. And we have cancer survivor Joseph Banks here tonight. Let's talk about maybe some misconceptions people have. This used to be something that, we thought was in your 50s is when you start to get these problems. You're seeing it younger and younger. How young are we seeing this, and when do we really need to be on guard?
Yeah, so colon cancer and rectal cancer have been seen in younger and younger patients as years have gone on. The first symptoms that usually lead one to worry about having a diagnosis of colon or rectal cancer is usually blood in the stool. But current recommendations, we see, although those cases are happening a little more frequently, the majority of colon and rectal cancers happen after age 50. So the current screening recommendations are to have your colon screened at age 50. And if you have a family member or any other changes in bowel habits, those are another reasons to potentially get a screening colonoscopy done a bit earlier.
And that's something you'll talk about with your doctor. They'll ask your medical history. Anyone in your family have colon cancer? And if you have that history, they will watch you more closely.
That's right. If there's a strong family history, we usually suggest having a colonoscopy done 10 years prior to the first person being diagnosed. And that's a discussion that needs to be had with the primary care doctor, as there's a lot of different reasons that go into the decision for having a colonoscopy done. All
right, Joseph, hearing that, what would you have done differently? I mean, is this something that you didn't have on your radar?
Well, you got to think back on this one. I am a 33-year Navy veteran, naval officer, and one of the things we do, we push in our aircraft carriers and always go into the war zone. We think we are very tough, physical fit individuals. So the last thing we would think about is probably colon cancer. And my situation was, here I am getting ready to work to run a half marathon, to go in the Kenosha half marathon. And I decided to go do a colonoscopy. Of course, my wife did it first. Right. Then I followed behind her, and sure enough, going through that colonoscopy gave me a rude awakening, because at that time I found out that's when I found out I had cancer. And sure enough, when that transpired, it was very unfortunate that as I was sharing this information with other ones, within 6 months I could have died of a bowel obstruction. So what the doctor was telling you is good advice. My recommendation for a lot of people is this: go get that colonoscopy first, and don't hesitate to get it done, because it can take 45 minutes to an hour to get that done. You'd rather go through that than go through chemo or radiation.
Real quick here, our last 20 seconds. Tell us about the Get Your Rear in Gear event. I love the name.
Yep, it's a great event. It's there to raise awareness about colonoscopy and colon and rectal cancer. The online registration is currently closed. However, there is in-person registration tomorrow in Wauwatosa at the Rotary Performance Pavilion, and that will be going from 3 till 7, and it can also be done in the morning.
All right, Dr. Ridolfi, James, thank you so much for coming in. We'll have information up on the website at tmj4.com.